Hey everybody, it is October 18th, 2019, and we are super excited to show you guys this tomato. It's one of our absolute favorite tomatoes. It's been about a week off the vine, so these ripen from green off the vine, which I know isn't the preferable method, but we were excited to show this one regardless because it is one of our favorite tomatoes for a different reason, not necessarily for a slicer. This is the Japanese black trifele. And this is the second year it's grown in our yard. The year before that it was grown in a friend of ours yard and also in zone 6B, which is our zone if anybody was curious. But this tomato right here, we don't mind it ripening on the counter. We don't mind it ripening on the vine. We absolutely love this tomato as our very favorite saucing tomato. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have the same results from it that we've had every other time that we've eaten this tomato. It's a continuous grow in our yard. The black trifele, it normally gets more of a teardrop shape on the top of it. And I think that the shape might have something to do with it has very little. I don't think that I've ever seen in the black trifele blossom end rot. So that might have something to do with the shape, because I notice a lot of the tomato plants and the tomato types that have a resistance to that blossom end rot, it seems to has something to do with their unique shapes or their uniform shapes more than like the ones that cat face or get a little bit larger. But they get this like teardroppy shape on them like this. These ones right here are really soft. That one has like, it looks green on the side, but it's fully ripe. You can feel it. They get to be what you might call like a chocolatey color. It's almost like a rust mixed with a little bit of green.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give this an open up. Let's see. And taste. I love using these tomatoes to make my spaghetti sauces because they're so flavorful and so juicy, and I just love them. They have a lot of flavor. It's almost like ready-made sauce. You almost don't have to add any herbs to it, but I do anyways. Give this a taste.
Super excited. I can already smell it and see from what I'm seeing right here. It's not necessarily a slicing tomato. It seems almost like a juice ball, and that's what we like about it. Does it taste the same?
It tastes very good. It's very sweet. Counter ripening. I don't know. It's a little different when you counter ripen, but they're still really good. Oops. Yes, they are very good.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, I love these tomatoes, and I love making spaghetti sauce out of them. They just make the best.
The juice in these ones is why we like them and why we'll continue to grow them. The plants grow really productive. They grow really strong. The tomato has a really unique shape to it, which kind of triggers us, as you guys know. They're like ready-made sauce. They can have a little bit of meat in them when they're barely starting to ripen and finish off, but they tend to be more saucy. So having it on the counter really didn't bother us too much, because when they're on the counter, if you let them go a little bit too far, to us they become just more juicy and able to use that stuff. This sauce, it's a typical tomato flavor, a really good typical tomato flavor, like really good. But on top of that, it tastes like it has some spices in it. You probably might want to add some of your own a little bit when you're doing what we're doing and making sauces with it, but it's almost like a ready-made sauce. It would be a really good tomato to go with spaghetti off to the side or in the sauce of the spaghetti.
Yes, it is very good. I love this tomato.
Here, I need one more. These are the major ones from seed saving, and then we'll use all the extra pieces to make a sauce with. And yeah, I like that tomato just for the flavor of the sauce in it. It's just,
I love it.
yeah, and I was wondering with the counter ripening compared to how we had them off the vine last year and everything else like that, but this is one that I was least worried about. I was least worried about this one ripening after we had to pull them off before our first frost like that. Man, it tastes good. We're going to put these with a bunch of other leftovers into a leftover tomatoes sauce that we're putting together. But I was kind of concerned. I know that we're this is probably our last tomato actual testing video where we sit down and try one of these guys, or try one to show these to you guys. But man, I recommend the black Trifele tomato, especially if you live in an area where you notice your yard might be having a problem with certain diseases and, you know, sicknesses hitting your tomato plants. This is a really, really, you know, resistant plant. I really, really like how this one grows, how it, you know.
We've never had any issues with growing this plant. I think the last 2 or 3 seasons we've grown it. Never had any issues with the plants or the tomatoes themselves. They've always turned out really well and very productive.
Yeah, as soon as we were turned on to this one, we grew it because of its unique shape. We always try to find something unique, and when we actually tried this one, I think it was last year, we were kind of like stunned by, well, we get stunned by a lot of these different features in the tomatoes. When you sit down and you pay attention to just one thing like that, you get to see it firsthand. You get to really brainstorm on it. So we're not professionals. This is just us having fun, and for us, this tomato grows great. I would recommend it. It's disease resistant. If you like making sauces and things like that with your tomatoes at the end of the year and storing that kind of stuff, or utilizing that kind of tomato based product and stuff, this isn't a very large tomato. It's a medium sized tomato. Slicing, it kind of seems like it has quite a bit of meat here, but it's really kind of a juicy tomato. So maybe added to salsa if you wanted your salsa wetter, or sauce specifically. That's why we were really excited about growing this one.
Yes, definitely.
Is there anything else you want to add to that one?
Nope. So this is the Japanese black Trifele, and we recommend growing it. It is a very productive, good tasting tomato.
They're juicy too.
That's what we wanted to show you guys. So it's October 18th, 2019. Japanese black Trifele. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.
I love you guys. Too much fun.